Why do some couples choose swinging? And how to practice it ethically for a strong, lasting relationship. This is a juicy and probably controversial topic, so if you are of a sensitive nature, you may want to pass on this video. But if you dare delving in the world of all things human sexuality and relationships, let's stretch our own boundaries or strengthen what we already know by playing along. Today, we're diving into a topic that's often misunderstood, sometimes unfairly and heavily judged, and yet incredibly meaningful for many couples around the world. And the topic is swinging. Yes, let's talk about swinging and why some couples choose it as a relationship modality. Let's unpack why people explore swinging in the first place, what it actually looks like when practiced ethically, and how it can support intimacy, communication, and even long-term connection when done right. This is not about promoting any one lifestyle. This is about understanding how diverse, conscious, and respectful different relationships and relationships that may look very different than yours can be. So if you're curious, open-minded, or even exploring this path, this video is for you. Hi, I am Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor Board Certified Clinical Sexologist. Welcome! If you are new to my channel, it is a pleasure to have you, and I want more of you to join in and subscribe. Your subscription is my gratuity for making this content for you so happily and for free, but it means a lot for the growth of this channel. To find ways to support this channel even further and my work, see the description section of this video and click on the different icons that may appear on your screen. I love that you're here. So let's talk about sex without shame or taboos. Subscribe. Thanks. First off, what is swinging really? Let's define it clearly. Swinging is a consensual, non-monogamous practice where couples engage sexually with other individuals or couples together or separately with clear boundaries and communication. Let's clarify that swinging is not cheating. Swinging is not about emotional detachment. And most importantly, swinging is not a way to fix a broken relationship. Rather, swinging is a shared decision rooted in the idea that pleasure, exploration, and openness can coexist with love, loyalty, and commitment within the individuals in a committed relationship. In that sense, for many committed couples, swinging is not about replacing their partner. It's about expanding shared experiences. If you're not a swinger and this does not make much sense to you, you may be scratching your head and asking, why would couples choose swinging? Now, let's talk about the why. Here are some reasons couples explore swinging. But first, a brief interruption to tell you that you can talk to me live. If you have questions about sex but no one to ask, follow the link in the description section of this video to schedule your time with me. No judgment, no shame, just straightforward answers. I hope to see you soon. First, couple may explore swinging to keep the spark alive. Let's be honest. Long-term relationships can fall into a routine, and most do. Swinging invites novelty, excitement, and erotic energy, not as a distraction, but as a conscious addition to the relationship. Second, swinging can also bring shared adventure into the relationship. For some couples, the erotic charge doesn't come from being with someone new. It comes from watching or experiencing it together, so it becomes a shared, intimate experience. Third, swinging is also about sexual exploration without secrecy. Many people have desires or fantasies that go beyond monogamy. Swinging, therefore, allows couples to explore these desires openly rather than suppressing them or risking betrayal, secrecy, or sneaking around. Fourth, swinging requires very strong communication skills, so swinging can lead to strengthened communication within the relationship. Believe it or not, successful swinging requires communication. More communication, not less. That means honest conversations, active consent, boundary setting, and regular emotional check ins in which active listening, validation, and emotional support are of the utmost importance. What are the psychology and ethics behind swinging? Let me stress that swinging only works when it's ethical, consensual, and emotionally mature. That means that in order to do swinging successfully and have positive experiences within swinging, these things have to be present at all times. First, no pressure. Both partners must be fully on board with the decision to open the relationship to swinging. If one partner is hesitant or not on board, swinging does not happen. Second, radical honesty. Being honest and transparent at all times is essential for swinging. Remember, you can't fake comfort. If you're not okay with something that is proposed or happening, the person feeling the discomfort is responsible for saying no, and their voice should be heard and respected. Third, mutual respect. Swinging is not just about physical play, it's actually about trust. In order to swing, trust has to be solid between partners. And fourth, clear arrangements. Swinging requires clarity at all times, from who to play with to where, how, and when things are going to happen. You both set the rules together. One of the things that baffle people who are not swingers is the topic of jealousy. Do people in swinging or any other open relationship experience jealousy? Of course, it can happen. Jealousy may arise at any time, and that is normal. The goal isn't to eliminate jealousy, it's to learn how to move through it with communication, reassurance, and growth, and replacing it with compersion, which is when the partner feels happy for the other person's happiness and pleasure. Swinging definitely isn't for everyone, but for those who choose it consciously, it can actually become a path to emotional resilience, sexual liberation, and relational depth. If you're still with me so far and you would like to know how to practice swinging ethically, here's a framework for doing it with care. Number one, start with deep conversations. Ask each other without judgment and without interrupting. Listen, really listen. Why are you curious about this? What fears or concerns do we have? What does safety look like for us emotionally and physically? Second, create clear boundaries. Very important. Examples of swinging agreements include playing only with both partners present, only soft play such as kissing, touching, but no intercourse with anyone outside the relationship, or playing only with other couples or only at events, but not outside of those circumstances, and so forth. People in the relationship get to set the agreements and boundaries, and these boundaries can and should evolve together. Third, check in before, during, and after. Your emotions matter, and they may come in unexpected ways. So after any experience, take time to really reflect together on what happened and ask, how did that feel for you? What felt good? What didn't? Do we need to adjust anything? Fourth, importantly, practice safe sex always. If you are considering swinging, stay safe by prioritizing STI testing, using protection, and knowing your partner's sexual health practices beforehand. Just err on the side of caution. And five, community matters. Many couples find support, structure, and safety in established, respectful swinging communities or events. So do your research and avoid people or spaces that don't respect your boundaries. So why do some couples choose swinging? Not because they're broken or bored, but because they value honesty, exploration, and shared intimacy, and they're brave enough to build their relationship on trust rather than fear. If practiced ethically, swinging can actually deepen connection, fuel communication, and allow couples to co-create a sex life that reflects their true desires. If you're in a swinging relationship or just exploring the idea, drop me a comment. What's something you've learned about trust, communication, or pleasure within your relationship and as it pertains to swinging? Why are you curious about it? And why would you do it? I am reading all your comments, so I want to know. As always, I wish you safe, healthy, and pleasurable sex of whatever kind you practice. This is Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor, and I'll see you next time.